Hey guys, sorry. We're gonna do something awesome today. I'm so excited about it. We're gonna be talking about something that is called sequential art. And sequential art is the nerdy way to say comic art. Sequential is a word that means one thing happening after another, after another, after another, after another. So sequential art is art that is told in a sequence. It's art that's told in like a story kind of. So if you think about a comic, a lot of times it'll have little panels. It'll have little squares or little pages, page after page after page, that tell a story. So sequential art is art that tells a story in a sequence. That's easy to think about. But like I said, the easy way to think about it is comic art. I know a lot of you have been excited about drawing comic characters or anime characters, so this is your chance. Hoo-ha. So today we're going to just brainstorm and think about what we're going to make our sequential art of. And to do that, we're going to do something that is called storyboarding. Okay? Storyboarding is where you quickly sketch out the idea of a scene, of what's going to happen. Okay? The classic comic is a 3-panel comic. If you think about even like newspaper, old comics and stuff like that, a lot of times they would have 3 panels, okay? And this is the least I want you to do, is a 3-panel comic. So in a 3-panel comic, kind of like you probably learned in your writing class or whatever, in your English class, you're going to think about it as having a beginning, a middle, and an end, okay? So something happens, something else happens, and then we get the little joke or the punchline or the end, okay? So it could be, there's a man with a box, and he's like, oh, a present, and then he opens the box. And then it explodes. So you have your beginning, your middle, and your end. Now this would be a storyboard because this is not the actual art that I'm going to use. This is just planning out how it's going to go, how it's going to feel, what your little story beats are. The beginning of your story, the middle of your story, and the end of your story. Okay? So that would be a 3-panel comic. Now you can do as many as you want. You could have multiple pages if you want to go all out with this. Now one way, we're going to try that again. We're going to take our paper, and if you just take your pen or your marker or your crayon, you could kind of just draw 2 lines to try to make 3 equal-ish panels, okay? And then if we draw a line down the middle this way, almost like a grid, now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be if you want a more elaborate story going on. You could have beginning, middle, middle 2, middle 3, middle 4, end. So it could be kind of like that. Now, or sometimes you'll see comic pages where they have them set up kind of in different ways. They might have a big panel for some amazing event that happens, like maybe this is the giant explosion and they want to make more importance beyond that panel, so they make it bigger, and then you might have some smaller ones leading up to it, and then you might have 3 at the bottom. So technically you would read this one like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's kind of weird. When you're reading comics, you always start in the top corner and go across, but if this is a big one, then sometimes you would go down, and then that's another page, and then there's like a rhythm to it. It gets kind of weird. But anyway, I would stick with something simpler, like one of these, okay? So what I want you to do today is you're going to be brainstorming what your sequential art is going to be about. You could make up your own characters. You could take characters from something you already enjoy and make a new story for them. But I want you to plan it out, to at least have 3 panels. You can do more if you want. You could do pages and pages and make a book if you want. That's awesome. But we're planning it out today. We're storyboarding. So when you do this, it's totally okay to have stick people or have little quick sketches. Like you could have like some dude like, no. Like maybe he's like running up and he's like running. He's like, stop. You might have word bubbles in it, as you know, in comics. And then maybe there's like, you know, a car coming. I don't know, man. I'm just making this up as I go. And like the brakes start swerving and then something hits and then the man goes fly. I don't really know where I'm going with this. But you want to kind of plan out the scenes and just kind of quickly sketch them down to get a general idea of your story, how it's going to go, what each little panel is going to look like. Don't worry about the art looking great right now. It can be like quick, rough, sketchy art that we can always improve upon later. Okay? So it's fine if it doesn't look the way you want it to look yet, you know. And then a shark jumps up and the man is like, no. That's not really a shark. And then maybe another hero comes in dun, 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 to save the day. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, you can kind of plan out and think of your sequential art. Just get the idea today if you want to start brainstorming ahead and thinking of the characters. If you're making up your own characters, maybe you already have characters you made up. Maybe you want to make a new episode of some show or anime that you dig. But today, start planning it out. If you want to send me your plans on Google Classroom, I'd love to see them. And next week, we'll start going over some of the more elaborate stuff to make your picture look even better. Sorry. All right. I got bubbles attacking me.
Special effects.
Yeah, you always gotta add special effects. Oh, bubbles. All right. I'm getting attacked by my children. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.